Entrepreneur Sarah Carson is running a successful clothing business based on what she has learned in the garment district. She makes her clothes right in the city. Here's Stephanie Simon with her story.
Ultimately, our product really is confidence.
Sarah Carson worked for years as an investment banker on Wall Street, then had a change of heart.
I loved making dresses as a hobby, so I was crunching numbers by day and staying up all night sewing polka dot wrap dresses, and eventually I thought, wait a sec, maybe I should be doing the fashion part and not the finance part. I especially love what you're doing there with the...
So 6 years ago, she founded Leota, named for her great-grandmother, a reference to her classic style. The core principle, create a few timeless day and night silhouettes, then update them with new colors and patterns every season. Iris is a new hand-painted print for a sleeveless faux wrap.
I think it's a myth that fashion changes. Most people like to wear what they feel good in. That's so good. So we're making some good progress in climbing. The only reason why my business exists today is because we have New York's garment district. Thank goodness for the factories, because they taught me every single thing that I know.
Unlike most labels, Carson chooses to manufacture locally instead of overseas. It costs more, but she has the continued input of the experts here. Today, Leota sells about 200,000 pieces a year. The average dress costs about $150. For this entrepreneur, manufacturing locally means quality control at every step of the process.
Probably take it down like maybe a quarter of an inch.
Yeah. Our customer is women who are out there doing it all.
And Sarah Carson is with me now. Sarah, my eye is not the most trained one, but I would guess this is one of your dresses.
Yes, Pat, every day for the past 6 years.
So a lot of people associate the way to make a ton of money in New York is to be an investment banker. Why did you get out of that business and go into the fashion business?
Well, that's a great question. I definitely walked away from probably one of the most coveted jobs in New York, but I think it's really worth it to follow your passion.
When Stephanie Simon was here a couple hours ago talking about reporting this story, she said this is a great example of what a critical mass in the garment district does for a fashion business, that everything you need is within a couple of blocks, and it can make a real difference in the way you pull things together.
Absolutely. My business would not exist if I couldn't manufacture locally in New York.
What do you need from the city? What would make it easier for you to do business here and be competitive?
Well, it is really challenging for the local manufacturers now, because with rents going up, they're getting pushed further and further into Brooklyn. It's also challenging getting the right talent in New York. The skilled labor is really one of the biggest challenges for those local manufacturers.
If somebody was in your shoes a few years behind, thinking of putting their own designs out there, starting a fashion business, what have you learned that might be useful for them?
I think it's really important as entrepreneurs to focus on doing the right thing. I think if you've got the chance to start your own company, what could that look like? And for me, I wanted to empower women. I wanted to have a diverse company focused on really making a difference for women and for the local community.
Tell me about the dress that you're wearing as we finish up here. What makes a Leota dress, and how does it stand out from the competition?
Well, I was always on the lookout for something that would be wrinkle-free, comfortable, and easy to care for. And so when I couldn't find that out in the marketplace, I decided to make it myself. And this is our perfect wrap, which is still our bestseller today.
So many entrepreneurs have that story. I couldn't find it myself. I made it myself, and there were others just like me who wanted to buy it.
Yep.
Good to have you here.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.